When you work in R, you will need a lot of help, for example, to know the arguments for function and so on. And there are many ways to get help in R. So if you would like to know a little bit more about the function rep, you could write like this. You could write either help and then within parentheses rep, or you could write question mark rep, which is the way I usually look for help. And these two will give you the same result. So if I run this command question mark rep, then this will happen. My browser will just start and I will get a help text for this function. And then I can see here, if I look here, rep, and then within these curly brackets, it says base, and this means that rep is a function in the base package. And then here you have some description of this one. The name, replicate elements and vectors and lists. And then you have examples on how it's used, which arguments this function accepts. Some details. Here you also have one which is see also, which is useful if you are looking for similar functions. And then you have some examples that you can copy and paste into your R session and try how this function works. And when you are a beginner in R, these texts could be rather difficult to read or to understand everything in them, but at least you could find some useful information like the arguments and so on. If I don't remember exactly the name of the function that I want to use, I could write apropos and then rep. And then if I run this, I will get this result. I will get all the functions that I have in my computer in the loaded libraries that contain the word rep. You can find a lot of help in R on the internet. The big problem is to know what to search for and how to search, and that could be a really challenging problem. But there are ways to get help. There is an R help list that you could use. Of course, you should look if somebody have asked the question before and so on. And then there are many tutorials on the YouTube, and you can find courses online and so on. And often you end up on Google and you try to search for something, and usually you just write what you want to know and then add in R, and then you probably will get interesting results. So if we want to search for convert numeric to factor, I would write like this, convert numeric to factor, and then just an R. And then if I run this search, I think the first result is really what I looked for. So it's surprisingly easy to find the information.